Hey guys, it's B Styled, and I'm coming to you today with a video which has been requested a lot of times by a lot of people that I know, my family and stuff like that, on how I get my brows the way I get my brows. So today it's just going to be a how-to video on how I do my brows. And so first I'm just going to do just my basic look and how I do it. Excuse my nail, I have to fix it. But normally if I don't get my eyebrows and stuff done, or if I don't do my eyebrows, it looks a little messy around underneath and over top or in between. You always need this. So first you're going to need a shaver, you're going to need a spoolie, you're going to need an angle brush, a concealer, and you can either use a pencil or a powder, eyebrow powder, pomade, or whatever you feel comfortable with. I recommend starting out with a powder because you can apply it as heavily as you need to, and that's just what I would do. And you also need Q-tips. You don't have to use Q-tips, but I feel like as a beginner or for a beginner, you should use Q-tips. So let me grab those really quick. You're gonna need Q-tips. And also makeup wipes. So first what I like to do is I like to check my eyebrows and analyze them a little bit to see if they need to be cleaned up, which they do a little bit. So first I start out by combing my eyebrows. You want to comb all the hairs together. To me, this is important. The front of your brows, you want to comb them up. Comb them up. Because you want all of your brow hairs to be dispersed. You want them to be nice and spaced out. That's my baby in the background. Okay. So now that they're nice and combed out, you want to take your shaver and you just want to cut underneath just enough to create that arch. So right now I'm just cutting or just cleaning up my brows for the extra unwanted hair. And when you do that, it's less, and you can actually tell the difference. It gives it shape. It gives it a nice, easy foundation to follow. So once you finish cutting or shaping your eyebrows, touching them up, cleaning them up, you want to use your spoolie, and that's going to become your best friend. Also, I forgot to mention, you're going to need your setting spray, and you're gonna see me use this a lot in my makeup tutorial videos because I feel as though you should spray your brush before you use your product. Before you use like any products, your concealers or eyeshadow, base, anything that you're going to use a brush to apply something with, because it helps it apply better, smoother, and it helps it set into the skin better. So I'm going to spray my brush, piece it together, and then I'm going to use my concealer. It's probably time for a new one, but so once you gather product on your brush, you want to then go in, starting at the tip of your brow. You want to create the first part. Then you want to continue with that arch. Just follow that line that you cleaned up, and it'll look just like that. Then you want to dip it back into the product, tap, and then you want to go over the top. I'm going to use my mirror right here, then I'll return back to show you. And when I do this, I do not go to the tip. Do not go to the top, because you want your brows to look as natural as possible. So don't go back to the tip. You want to take it from the middle. So you want to take it from halfway, midway, you want to start with the top, and then you just want to bring the arch around and have it meet. Then you want to dip it back in the product again, tap, and then you want to start to fill, doing light motions, but you want to do it in hair like in light hair movements. So you want to do it like that. Don't worry if you get it too dark or too thick, because that's what this spoolie is for. So you want to just go in and fill. That's what you want to do. You can make your brows as dark as you want. You can make them however you want. How wide you want, whatever is good for you. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to spray that brush again, and then I'm just dipping it back into my product, tapping to tap off any excess that you don't need, and then you want to go back in again. You want to, the only time that you're starting at the tip is when you're doing the bottom. Tap it back in, grab some more product, tap your brush again, and then you're going to go halfway at the top and then close it up. Now with this when this technique, when you're wetting it, you really don't have that much to tap off unless you pick up too much product, and it has like little pieces of shadow that's like little balls of shadow. You may have to shake it off, but other than that, you shouldn't have to. It's wet, it'll pick up a lot of product and the product will stick, so you don't have to worry about it. So I think I'm just gonna go in a little bit in the just a little, bring it back in some more. All right, so that's how you're gonna do that, and just fill it in, fill it in. All right, so that part is done, and it takes practice. Practice makes perfect. So practice however many times you need. And then because I already cleaned up my brows with the with my eyebrow shaper, I really don't have too much to clean up with my Q-tip. But I just spray my Q-tip. Spray my Q-tip, and then I just, you know, put it together. And then if I need to clean up anything, I'll just go underneath if I make them too thick, and then I'll go over top, and it just cleans it up more. This is how also, if you put too much product on and you want to thin your eyebrows, you can, this is a way to do it too. When I first started out, this Q-tip was actually my best friend because I would make it too thick. So then after you fill in your brows and you get the shape that you want, how high you want your arch, how sharp you want your arch, then you go back in with your spoolie and you just thinning it out. Thin it out, make it look natural as possible. You don't want to, like I said, the reason for you not wanting to bring the bring your arch or the top of your brow to the forward is because you want to prevent that boxy look. You don't want to have that boxy look. You don't want to have it, you don't want that. It doesn't look natural. You can tell this brush, it's actually on, you know, it's filled in. You don't want that look. But I think I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go back in on this one. And also you can use your Q-tip after using your spoolie, because sometimes when you do that, you're pulling product onto your skin. And just to clean that up, you just go back underneath of it, because you do not want your concealer to have any of that brow product, powder, pencil, whatever you're using in your brow, because it will. All right, so after that, we move on to the concealer. And how did I forget? You need a concealer brush. And as I've showed you in my past videos, like in my first video, I used a brush by Wet n Wild. It's actually called a small eyeshadow brush, but I use it for concealer because it gives me better control and it helps you control it better. And this is good for somebody that's first starting out, because it's small and it's not going to pick up a whole bunch of product, and if it do, you can always brush some of it off. So I use this brush. So again, you want to spray your brush, and then you want to pick up some of that concealer, pick up some of that product. And you want to go, now when you're cleaning up your brows, you want to go this way. If you're just beginning, for it to be symmetrical, you want to go to the middle. It helps you have more of a guide. So that's how you're going to do that. Then you want to connect that. Just so you get that bird effect. You want that little bird. And that's how you'll do that underneath your brows. And then to go over the top, sometimes one of the rules of doing brows is you want to go, when you're going over the top, you want to use something. Okay, so if you are just going to do a brow and just go about your business, maybe a brow and a gloss type of day, you want to do the light concealer at the bottom and then something close to your complexion at the top. So once you blend it in, it won't be light on your forehead and light, you know, at the bottom. You don't want that. You want it to blend in. But if you're going to do a full makeup look, I typically is not really picky about it. So if I'm going to do a full makeup look, I will still use the same color that I use for the bottom, for the top, because once I put my concealer on, it'll all blend together. Once I contour, if I choose to contour that day, or just if it's just a regular look, it always will blend in. But if you're just going to go for just brows and a simple gloss, then I would recommend that you use a concealer closer to your foundation over the top. I'm sorry, closer to your complexion over the top, and then at the bottom use the light one. But for this video purpose, I'm just gonna use the light one. So when you're doing the top, you don't want to take it to the beginning like that. You want to do it midway. Just like that. It's not hard at all. And if you need to bring it up a little bit more, you can, because I did bring it up a little bit more. So that's how you do that. So then once you're finished that, you want to take you a blending brush, and before you blend, you want to take the concealer brush and you just want to pull down. Before I blend, I pull it down, because with this matte concealer, it's a little thick, so you want to pull down so that it's easier for you, and it loosens the product a little bit. It's easier for you to blend. You won't be blending all day just on your brow, because when you're doing your full face, you're going to need to blend some more. So you need to save that energy to blend in those shadows. So I'm just applying and pulling. Then at the top, you're going to apply and you're going to pull backwards. But make sure you close the end of that brow up. Make sure you make that point sharp. Yep. So then I'm pulling and blending up, and then you're going to do the top, and you're going to just pull to the back. Just like that. So then after that, you want to take your blending brush that you sprayed down. Make sure you spray it down, and you're just going to blend everything in. It's very simple. And just like that, you have your brow. If you follow those steps, you have congratulated. You have graduated from Bree's brow class. And so yeah, that's all you need is you a nice concealer, a brow powder, or a pencil. So you need your brow powder, your concealer, well, a brush to apply your concealer, your blending brush, your spoolie, Q-tips. You need an eyebrow archer or shaper, shaver, whatever, angle brush, setting spray. Those are all the tools you need. And that's all the tools you need to create a successful brow. And then see how natural they look, nice and natural. You don't have your boxes in the front looking like SpongeBob SquarePants. You don't have that. And sometimes if you're gonna use this is just another quick tip. If you want to use a pencil, I have combination skin, so at times my eyebrow area tend to get really oily once I use a pencil. So you can always set your eyebrows with the eyebrow powder over top of the pencil, or you can always use a brown eyeshadow just to set it. So I hope this was a helpful video for everybody who wants to learn how to do their brows. And I just hope this helps. I hope this helps everyone. I hope this answers all the questions that you need. If there's any more questions, just feel free to leave them down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Give it a thumbs up if it was very helpful. If it was a thumbs down, then tell me so I can redo another one and I can be more helpful, or let me know some other tips and stuff that you guys want to see. I'll see you next time, where I may do a makeup look. I think I'm going to do a look to go along with these brows. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about it. And I'm also, stay tuned, because I'm going to have a Q&A question for all my ladies that wear eyelashes and just have questions about eyelashes, eyelash extensions, and I'm going to introduce some of my lashes to from my line. So I'll see you next time with another how-to video, or maybe a prank, or you never know. Just stay tuned. So thank you guys so much. Subscribe and do not forget to thumbs up this video. Thank you. See you later.